Drake.
Gotcha, bitch.
What's up, y'all? What's the deal? What's the deal? No one is illegal on stolen land. No one is illegal on stolen land. Drake. Today we're going to talk about Drake May and Drake and how they coincide, how they are related in this spiritual warfare that we're in.
Message.
I can't make it up. I'm just telling y'all what it is. Drake May is a patriot, red, white, and blue. And essentially, that 10 is just giving us the understanding of the matrix or the creative sphere. And essentially, you can create in this matrix, but people can stimulate your thought in a particular way of giving you what to think or making you think in a particular way, right? See, the main idea is to think for yourself. So when we look at this Drake May and then we look at Drake, Iceman, nigga spiritually came up with Iceman. Ain't that a bitch at the wrong time? God damn. Hey, it ain't no coincidence because Drake in May went through a particular ordeal. And we got to talk about it, family. And this ordeal changed his life forever. I can't make it up. I'm just telling you how the spirit world works and how the spirit world communicates to us in symbols, in pictures. See, we got to remember this is as above, so below, as within, so without. So everything from above is happening below. Everything within us is happening without. So essentially, we're seeing a big cosmic story that's playing out in the form of these celebrities, in the form of these pictures, in the form of these symbols. And we got to recognize these symbols for what they are. They're telling us a story, and the story is about you.
Message.
I'm just telling you what it is. You got to pay attention to the clues because this is how spirit communicates with you. Drake. Here we go. So Drake May. What a time, boy. That May month for his ass was a doozy, boy. God damn, I wish he had that month back. I know he wish he had that month back. Goodness gracious. So Drake versus K. Kendrick Lamar in May 2024 set off a firestorm, a bomb in essentially one of the biggest rap beefs we've seen. And essentially this story was deeper than the physical two eyes. Like I'm saying, this is a spiritual warfare. And we got to understand that there is no emotionalism in it, right? We're not taking this stuff personal with the people. We're just talking about what spirit is communicating to us. So it doesn't matter about Drake. It doesn't matter about Kendrick. But when you look at the grand scheme of this thing, then we got to really pay attention to if they not like us and what they not like us is. You feel me? And how powerful that song is in totality, especially just dealing with spiritual communications. So Drake May, right? Drake May 2024. Drake May is in the Super Bowl this year. He's representing the red, white, and blue. He's representing the Patriots. God bless America. He's basically representing Trump and them. Just telling you what it is, family. You got to stay with me. You know how dream get. Look, hey, if y'all know I ain't lying. So I'm just telling you how spirit communicates and what spirit is saying in totality. Drake, the rapper, in May 2024 had his ass whooped. And here goes the timeline. May 3rd, Kendrick Lamar drops a follow-up, 616 in LA, setting his ass on fire real quick, letting them know, hey, look, hey, you don't want to go there, so just be easy. Just be easy. But Drake, in his ego and his boastful self, and in his right, because he does have a right to turn up, dropped Family Matters the same day, May 3rd. Family Matters. And that was a fire song. You feel me? We gotta pay kudos to the song and what it was. It was fire. It was what it is. You feel me? So shit, essentially, Drake did his thing with that thing. You feel me? Straight up and down. May 4th, Lamar responds with Meet the Grams. Right? And then this nigga Kendrick Lamar came back and really dropped it on his ass with Not Like Us in less than 24 hours.
Message.
So K. Dot really displayed a repertoire of music in May against Drake. And he basically stomped out his ass in that May month. And it's all stemming back to what the Super Bowl is and why I'm telling y'all that the Patriots are going to go down, because the war is essentially already played out in this May 2024 battle with Kendrick and Drake. See, Drake in May is basically Drake, and they're the same. They're one and the same, right? White apple pie, wholesome kid, you know what I'm saying? North Carolina, you feel me? All of those particular ideas and energies that kind of stimulate the American way. And essentially, with Drake making such a bad move and, you know what I'm saying, picking on somebody that's an alien in Kendrick Lamar, essentially Kendrick Lamar unloaded on his ass. And Not Like Us came out. And sure enough, we started to see past the glamour of Drake and started to see into his internal noise that he believes about himself.
Message.
And yes, he is the Degrassi kid. Now, I'm not talking about him being on the show or anything like that. I'm talking about a deeper, energetic energy that Drake actually is at the heart of this thing. See, look, I can't make it up. I'll just tell you what it is. In Drake's heart, he is a Jewish kid that, you know, fucks with the Caucasian people. And he's an actor. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? And we got to remember that the acting thing is a big part of everybody's illusion down here. Because there's a lot of people that's acting. There's a lot of people that's staying in the space of not being their true authentic self. There's a lot of people that's not using their heart, that's not moving with their heart, and they're moving with their brain, and they're basically portraying a caricature that they believe is going to fit in with the rest of society.
Message.
I'm just telling you what it is, family. You got to look into yourself and understand, are you acting? Are you an actor? Or are you moving with your heart and being in the heart part 6? So when we look at the heart part 6, right, we're looking at the Super Bowl 60, the heart part 6. And essentially, this is a big sign that you need to move with your heart. If y'all seen the Grammys last night, you seen Bad Bunny go up there and express his disdain for the aspect of ice and what we call this Iceman. Now, if you look at the heart part 6, if we go back and look at the heart part 6, Super Bowl 60, stay with me. That's the 6. 6 equals sex. Masculine and feminine energies conjoined. The heart chakra, right? This heart chakra is your electromagnetic wave moving you. Your GPS system is guiding you to the adventure you're supposed to partake in, right? So these are clues from the spirit world that's giving us the understanding that we need to move with our heart. The problem is we've been hurt, we felt pain, we felt frustration, we felt disgust, and essentially we said, man, fuck that heart. I'm moving with my brain. Because I don't want to feel that pain ever again. I ain't trying to play that shit. Hell nah. My heart got stomped on before. I ain't trying to feel no pain. My mama abused me. My uncle was a piece of shit. My first girlfriend cheated on me. God damn, I ain't trying to feel none of that.
Sorry for you.
Fuck it. I'm going to act like somebody else. I'm going to act like somebody I'm not and just be a character of myself and just be Drake. with the Bay card. See, let's step back and look at this thing again. When you look at Drake's The Heart Part 6, you can see he was spewing out a particular energy of, it's you, it's you. I'm gonna blame it on you. Nah, this is really you. This is it. He just pointed the finger. God damn. What? That nigga that nigga was pointing the finger like a bitch in that Heart Part 6. That's why nobody bought it. They was like, nigga, you done. They not like us. You ain't like us, nigga. God damn. Sit your bitch ass, the grassy ass down. You feel me? But K Dot came with a certain other energy. K Dot came with a certain level of love in his Heart Part 6, where he was expressing gratitude, love for his hood, love for his partners, love for himself.
Message.
So we got to understand that to the core, because this thing does line up completely with as within, so without. So again, if you're moving with your heart, you're on the Kendrick mission. If you're moving with your brain, you're basically on the Drake mission.
Sorry about you.
I'm just telling you what it is, family. You got to look at this and pay attention to this. Because essentially, when we look at it, Drake came out and he said, yeah, I'm dropping an album called Iceman. Ha! Hell nah, boy. That nigga funny than a bitch. And I knew it was the wrong move just based off of 2025. We was having a fire year. So the minute that nigga said, yeah, it's Iceman, he started doing all these streams and stuff, he's still chasing a certain energy, chasing a certain identity, chasing a certain acceptance to be down. And that ain't no love. You can't love yourself like that if you're trying to hope that everybody else loves you. You got to fuck with you. You got to do you. You got to understand that battle is part of the rap game. If you understand what our culture is, if you understand what rap is, if you understand the whole mission of it, that you wouldn't have took it so personal and tried to sue the guy. You'll say, oh, okay, well, this is just part of the game. I'm humbly just going to bow out. I lost that one, but I'm still Drake. And you know, stay in your own lane. But he had to take it further. And Kendrick was like, damn, this nigga still taking it further? Goddamn. Meanwhile, Kendrick won again Rap Album of the Year. God damn. I'm watching that Grammys. I'm like, nah, come on. Please don't let it be Kendrick again. Please don't let it. I'm damn near hating on Kendrick now. I was like, come on, Glorilla, the Clips, somebody. God damn. Shut this nigga out. I was like, come on, Jid, you got it. Jid was all the way in the back. That nigga Kendrick didn't even shout him out. Hey, Jid was all the way in the back. He didn't even have a seat in the front, so he knew he wasn't going to win. God damn.
Gotcha, bitch.
Hey, yeah, you just pull up, but you can't sit in the front, my nigga. You can sit in the back. God, I ain't gonna lie. Jig gonna have to take somebody's head off. Jig gonna have to come for the gusto, because goddamn, he getting disrespected like a motherfucker in this hole. He dropped a fire album and he's still getting disrespected. Glorilla didn't even show up. And she dropped the real fire album. I thought she should have won if we was just being, we was just looking at it from a lens of what's moving people's right now. Like Glorilla, she had like 4 or 5 joints on that thing. That GNX. I love K-Dot, but he had 3 joints. But that Luther done took off and took him into the stratosphere. So he won again with that Luther, him and SZA. So you know what I'm saying? The Clips, they just got to step back and just appreciate it, because he did show up on their album.
Message.
But getting back to Drake and the Iceman, I know he just like, God damn. This nigga Drake is basically like Bitcoin right now. This nigga is going down. every time Kendrick wins, this nigga just need to be like, man, you know what? Let me not just come out for another year. God damn. I hope this nigga don't drop, because now he's gonna be my arch enemy every time. Every time they think about Kendrick, they think about the opposite pole, which is Drake. And they're gonna be like, God damn, I hope this nigga I know I know Drake is feeling it like crazy. Because even if that GNX didn't have anything to do with Drake, this move that he made right here, this Iceman, just puts icing on the cake. God damn, they not like us. They not like us. So essentially what Drake is doing is he's kicking out all the immigrants, all the people that got our back, all the Hispanic families, all our brothers on the other side that come out, show love, you know, do the hard labor stuff that some of us don't want to do, right? And really are respectful in that light. Drake is saying, nah, nigga, y'all got to go too.
Message.
And I'm just keeping it real as possible. And it's not Drake, it's just the energy. So he's just fucking up by saying I'm the Iceman. Straight up and down. He basically the Patriot Way or the Drake May. Which Drake got his ass whooped in May.
Message.
So, you know, we got to understand to the core, like, Spirit shows us these signs and symbols, and we just got to pay attention to them and just understand them for ourselves. Because essentially it's telling us a unique divine story about us. And essentially what the story is unfolding is something deeper, more clever, more spiritually sound, something that we can move into. You feel me? See, this doesn't happen for no coincidence. On Black History Month, in Black History Month, right? 28 days later, remember I explained Black History Month as 28 days later, which is February, which is essentially saying there are zombies out there, and then there's the real ones that's still alive. And essentially you are the real ones. Now, once they go to 28 months later, 28 years later, they start to conform it and change it, even though it's still the same premise of melanated people versus everybody else. What that lady said, she said, no one is illegal on stolen land. No one is illegal on stolen land. So all of this ICE stuff that's happening with our brothers and our Hispanic brothers and our Hispanic families, you know, we got to pay attention to that, because the Spanish people they'll take their shirt off their back. Majority of them will, and they'll show you love. I remember, you know what I'm saying, we was living in this Spanish apartment, all Spanish apartment. I had a girlfriend staying there, all Spanish apartment, right? Did nothing but Spanish people. Her black ass in that bitch, one deep. Basically, you know what I'm saying, one deep. She the only black female in that thing. Crazy. Anyway, essentially, them Spanish people used to show so much love, so much protection, open door, like, hey, what you need? Let's take your groceries. What's up? I used to be like, God damn, this this is the community right here. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Go to them Spanish apartments. Them boys is showing nothing but love. Straight up and down. And they showing it in the most profound way. Speaking of love, New Love Life event is happening. Let me see if I got the flyer. Let me see if I got a flyer for y'all. Let's see. New Love Life is happening, family. Come on with it. It's happening. February 14th, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., Houston, Texas. Get on with the family. There go to somebody put the link in the chat. What's up, y'all, man? I start rolling. I start going, baby. You know how dream get. I started going. Exactly, Titus. Not like us. Absolutely. Oh, that Epstein file, that's going to smash the whole thing up. Yeah, smash that like button. Show some love. Let's get it on, because I'm about to. See, I just started. Wheelchair Jimmy. Crazy. You feel me? And that wheelchair is also a symbol of, you know what I'm saying, a crippled self. Something that, now we love our people that's, in, what I'm saying, that's, going through ailments or anything like that, right? We ain't shitting on them. But essentially, with Drake being in a wheelchair in the grassy symbolizes a lot more than, you know, a kid in high school. What it actually symbolizes is him being a shell of himself, him crippling himself, and him being, um, you know, this kind of false narrative kind of idea of himself. See, when we're talking about love, when we're talking about the heart chakra, we're talking about leading completely with your heart. If you notice and understand what Kendrick was saying in the stages yesterday, he like, hey man, look, I love doing music. You know what I'm saying? It's always a thing for me to get up on these stages and talk and, give my word or whatever. I just love doing the music and I just appreciate everybody just, you know what I'm saying, appreciating it. And that's the real game. That's the real power. See, when you notice Kendrick also, you notice that K Dot is not the social media darling, right? He's not trying to impress y'all. He's not trying to shuck and jive and throw little clues and hints here. I don't even think that nigga got a social media account. That nigga make his music and go back to his room. You feel me? Now, it's not saying that social media is a bad thing. What I'm saying is there's an energy tied to it when you want people to look at you, look at me, right? In the form of Drake. And essentially, he wants all the attention on him and he wants that particular energy on him because that's always what he's always known. But that particular time has died off. We're now in the information age, in the Aquarius age. So now it's more so about people understanding how to move with their heart because that's all it is in the Aquarius age is motion. Is what did you do and what kind of understanding did you come out of it with, right? See, when Drake was in his reign, and he was in his reign a little bit into the Aquarius age, but that's the residue effect of it. 2012 to 2015 and all of that, right? We're in this Aquarius age stage type of thing, right? Cool. Drake having his particular reign was a little bit before that, a little bit in the front of that, right? Cool. And essentially what happened was Drake in his energy was living in that Piscean age, which is worship me, look at me. You feel me? So that's the old way of thinking. That's the old paradigm of thinking. And we all got to move out of that particular paradigm because that shit is dead and gone. There is no thinking something that's outside of yourself and these celebrities are bigger than you. It's now you being in love with you and standing on what you got going on.
Message.
And the only way that happens is through focus, which is what K Dot is. Complete concentration and focus on what your mission is down here in this earth world. Because at the same time, at the end of the day, the distraction is getting heavier and heavier. And a lot of this stuff, especially when we look at it from with a keen eye, with our first eye, yeah, some of that ice is happening and some of that stuff is, affecting a lot of our family, our Hispanic families and stuff like that. And then some of these Caucasians are getting killed and all of this and Don Lemon and all of that stuff. But at the same time, at the end of the day, all you can focus on and all you can do is focus on you and love on you. And then you can manipulate your matrix by changing your reality so that thing cease to exist in your presence.
Message.
I'm just telling you what it is. And, so there's going to be a huge migration of melanated people that move out of the U.S. soon. I don't know when, but it's going to be soon. It might not even be in Trump's presidency, but it's going to be soon after that. Because essentially, if this thing is going down, well, shit, what's the point? As you can see, Olivia Dean got new artist of the year, and she's more so into that you know what I'm saying, kind of international vibe type of thing. If you really just see past the lens of what's actually happening and understand it. Even her yesterday was like, yeah, the immigrants is my family. So Trump, you got me fucked up. You feel me? And we got to understand that sometimes it's not about the landmass. It's just about you having a holistic experience on this earth, no matter where your feet is dropped.
Message.
So I just want the family to think about that, because you can have particular adventures, right, in different land masses that tripwire another level of consciousness for you and take you out of this matrix. So the hard part 6, and we got to talk about Bad Bunny's speech. Like, he said it geniusly, and I couldn't even make it up if I wanted to. That nigga said to the core of this thing, he said, hey man, look, and this ain't no Martin Luther King thing, so I don't want y'all to think we moving in that particular lane. We'll fuck these niggas up. They got me fucked up. You feel me? We on some Malcolm X shit. But at the same time, at the end of the day, Bad Bunny did come and say, hey, look, know these motherfuckers got some kind of treacherous, horrific energy, but we're going to kill them with love.
Message.
I was like, well, goddamn. This nigga don't know no English, but he know that love word. I said, well, goddamn. That nigga hit that hoe. Y'all heard him at the end of that bitch? That nigga said, hey, look, this world that we living in, they're doing this stuff, this Iceman, they're doing all this stuff to our people and all of that, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we're going to kill them with love.
Message.
I was like, oh my God. Now, when he said that, I knew what time it was. He's the halftime show of Super Bowl 60. The 6 equals sex. The 6 is the love, the heart chakra. 6, triangle pointing down, triangle pointing up, right? The 3 and the 3 equals the 6 is the heart chakra, right? Cool. So now, understanding that he's leading with his heart in this Super Bowl, and like I said in my last presentation last week, when I was telling y'all, hey, look, if this nigga do, you know, the gay thing or the LGBTQ thing, right? You got to look past the human aspect of that and look into the deeper meaning of why he's doing it. Because essentially what he's doing is trying to destroy the power structure they call America.
Message.
I'm just telling you what it is, family. It's going to be tough to see, but you're going to have to look past the lens of what you're actually seeing and get past whatever human indoctrination code that you're in. Because again, if we know that Bad Bunny doesn't particularly move that way, and he's showing this particular group some love that sometimes is afraid to come out and express themselves, then essentially that's signaling to you that you need to come out and express yourself.
Message.
Yeah, family, this world is over with. So the only thing you got down here is motion and expressing yourself as freely and as truly as possible. See, we're moving into a time, into an age where everybody has to be their true, authentic self. The curtain is pulled from behind and everybody's looking at what you got going on. If you can't tell your truth and you can't just stand on who you are, then essentially you're going to keep on running from yourself and you're never going to feel the power of God. See, God is an energy. God is love inside of you that's permeating through this particular matrix. And it can break past all the distractions, all the disgust, all the worry, the fear, all of that stuff. Because if you're God, that means you're in control of your chakra system or these emotional centers, the 7 C's, 7 continents, 7 emotions. So essentially what's happening is when you become God, you start to walk with a particular air of knowing. And this knowing is called know the ledge or knowledge, and you have knowledge of self. So the knowledge of self is essentially you doing you. I'm telling you what it is, family. I can't make it up. See, look, y'all thinking like people owe us facts because of the public school training thinking that we've been programmed with. Your truth is your truth. You can make this thing up. You're playing make-believe. You're back in your childlike spirit. This is you doing you to the utmost. You're stuck in a paradigm of the matrix that's making you feel like you're a human. You got to destroy and eradicate the whole system in your mind to become God. And essentially, the more you do it, the easier it gets, and the more you'll start to see love show without. Because the love starts within. So the love inside of you is going to pour without, and then you'll start to see the abundance come. You'll start to see the wealth come. You'll start to see more people gravitate toward you in a powerful, more blissful way.
Message.
I'm just telling you what it is, baby. We gotta follow the code, and Kendrick done laid down the code. They not like us. They not like us. And we got to stand on that, because essentially we're the heart people. We're the sun people. And essentially we were always the melanated beings. We were always a giving people, but something has convoluted our spirit into being more like them. Hey, I'm just telling you what it is. Layla Africa, all of the scholars, all of our scholars, they got the code. They put down the code, and they showed in the code that, and Layla Africa's birthday just passed, so shout out to the God, rising in power to the God. Layla Africa showed that we're more of a heart-centered people, and they're more of a brain-centered people. And that brain is keeping them in the logic, rationale, constructive way, which is the left brain prisoner. The heart, which is you moving with your right brain, is essentially your creativity, your passions, your love, and your spirit world. So now, when you mix both of them together, you start to have a holistic experience, and then you understand yourself wholly, and then you can start to see your signs and symbols and make reason or logic of it.
Message.
So we got to understand that to the core. They not like us. They not like us. Yeah, they not like us because you have a heart, and your heart is basically you on the other side. When you transition, you're leaving with your heart. That brain is going to stay here. This body's going to stay here. Your spirit is in your heart. And that's real. When you see Jesus pointing at the heart and pointing up, essentially he's saying, look, the heart is going to lead the way to higher knowledge, know the ledge that you're about to jump off of. So let me give you an example. So like if you're in a particular time right now and you're feeling a lot of discomfort, or you're worried about, let's say, the bills, or, something happened where it's like, damn, what was me, right? Essentially, if you know in your heart that you're going to be good, then guess what? Everything's going to be good. Everything's going to work out for you. And essentially, you don't even feel that particular energy of the worries, the fears, the problems, if you're in your heart space. See, when you're in your lower animal space, that's when the fear, the worry, the stress, the anxiety comes. There's a such thing as good stress, but when you're in this human stress where you're constantly fretting and worried about something, or something happening to you, somebody doing something to you, then essentially what's happening is you're in your head thinking too much. And that thinking is taking you out of your flow. And if you can't stay in your flow, then essentially you're not moving like a stream. And the stream is what? The stream of consciousness channeling down to you in the form of information on how to move next.
Message.
So I want y'all to understand that Drake is here. Super Bowl 60 is here. And I got the Seattle Seahawks, the Hawks, the Hawk, Heru, right? The Hawks, the Seahawks, seeing how far you can go, seeing what you're destined to be, the Seahawk. I got the Seattle Seahawks 38-10.
God damn.
Yes, I said it 38-10. That's a 38-10. Y'all heard me. 38-10. Get on their ass, boy.
Message.
Now, gotta talk about my God. Michael, 5,000 watts, baby. Hey, rising in power to the God, a powerful symbol and a powerful energy in H-Town. Like, he impacted my life so much, he don't even know it. And I'm a Southwest nigga. This nigga is from the North Side. But essentially, like, that Chameleon and Paul Wall tape, that whole Swisher House, all of that Mike Jones, Slim Thug, and all of them, they came and showed naked ass when, you know what I'm saying, some of our others fallen soldiers was falling. So when Fat Pat transitioned, Screw transitioned, right? All of these ESG and all of them transitioned, right? We like, damn, we looking around like, God damn, what the fuck is happening, right? And it's based off Big Mo. Oh God. Big Mo transition. That one fucked me up. I cried when Big Mo died because I thought I was gonna be next with Big Mo because that shit is gotta leave Drake alone. Leave Drake alone. Yeah, that's me. I was like, God damn, the drugs in Houston is just it was just a crazy reality back then. You feel me? Now look, I'm just telling y'all what it is. Like, this nigga is a powerful symbol in the aspect of saying, you know what, I'm gonna put the North Side on the map. So him and OG Ron C with the fuck action tapes, and Watts with them too. They both was in tandem, created the Swisher House, and they started and hit the ground running, and you know, selling CDs and music out their trunk. So this is a powerful symbol as he transitioned to get your feet moving, to beat your feet, because essentially him and OG Ron C moved around the city DJing, CDs out the trunk, putting these other young guys on, Chameleon, Paul Wall, Slim Thug, all of them, Mike Jones, and they, you know what I'm saying, obviously they was recouping some money, but essentially they had to do the groundwork and they were just the artists. So we got to pay attention to some of our pioneers that put that groundwork in, and we got to understand what that groundwork is really all about. You got to get out here and beat your feet. This is about motion, baby. And the more you stay in motion, the more things will come to you. No motion, no coming to you. So that's why I keep on looking at, let's see if we can go back to that. What's the guy's name? His name is Camby? What's this dude's name? Camby Lamb. All right. Let me share my screen for y'all. Got my computer fixed, y'all, so this shit should be A1 Yoda. Cammy Lamb, 975. Hold on, stop share. Let's try it again. Cammy Lamb, 975 million. You can't make that shit up. You feel me? So essentially, this Cammy Lamb, with the 975 million, you know what I'm saying? That's a big aspect of what these young guys is doing. You feel me? When we look at it, why is the screen changing? See, I gotta get used to this new way of what this StreamYard is doing. Cammy Lamb, 900 million. Essentially, this is essentially what we talk about beating your feet. See, these young guys got the clue. They got the code. And essentially, they got the code based off of the frustration of, seeing that generation before them being in a distraught state. Now, they had a few different things working for them. They had the technology where they could just turn on their computer and turn on the camera and go. So that's one. And then two, they had the other aspect of seeing other people in such a distraught state in their 9-to-5 jobs.
Message.
Like, damn, they coming home with no money and they're and they're miserable and they're working all day. I don't even want that. Hell nah. What else can I do? Let me figure something else out. Now look, being an entrepreneur and being in this particular realm is not for everybody, right? Because some people does come down here to work and to, help somebody else's dream come into fruition. But you got to make sure that you're doing it in the space of something that you want to see grow, because that's the real dharma. You feel me? So, like, for instance, if I had a team behind me and I'm paying somebody, I got an employee, and they want to see my business grow, then that's good, because essentially that dharma that they're feeling is helping the mission get complete. So now we got to understand, like, look, you got to look at aspects of your job that doesn't serve you and see if it fits into your dharma, which is your dharma is giving back to receive more. Because essentially, if you're doing something that's fulfilling, then it doesn't matter if it's a 9-to-5 or not. It's all about the fulfillment of it, because that's the real energy that you're feeling, is something that's giving you this love. Because essentially, as men, as masculine beings, we are supposed to express love in the form of giving out. And the feeling that we give back is the gold or the God.
Message.
So you got to think about it, fellas. Whenever you give out, you be like, damn, I did that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Y'all got them kids and stuff. Y'all be like, damn, I got my kids. Okay. I know his baby mama crazy, my baby mama crazy, but fuck it. I got my kids these shoes and shit. That other kid,
Sorry, bye.
Hey, that's fucked up. Your son 5, her oldest son is 10. I'm bringing my 5-year-old some shoes. Hell nah, boy. 10-year-old, like, what can you do, nigga? 13, be 13. He be 8 years old now. He be mad than a bitch at 13-year-old because he going to school with nothing on. But his dad, a 7-year-old, an 8-year-old, they fly fresh, J's and everything. All the time, nigga. Fresh. Money in his pocket and shit. Teenage son mad than a bitch. Like, goddamn. What the fuck? Hey, that shit destroy. Hey, I'm telling you, y'all gotta look at that psycho ass. That shit be destroying families. This kid be fresh in the hole. Be like, that's your big brother? That nigga be looking lame than a bitch. I know his dad don't be showing up.
Message.
Straight up and down, baby. These young guys need their fathers in their life. You know I ain't lying. I'm telling you the ultimate truth. I ain't lying, dog. Let me see what y'all talking about, man. Oh, yeah, the bar, baby. Yeah, that nigga had me, man. I'm telling you, Michael Watts. And it's funny, he worked with everybody. Like that Devin, the dude that screwed each other, like Devin's from the South, basically. He rap a lot. So Devin and Michael Watts chopping his album is crazy. You feel me? I think Michael Watts did Big Mo's Mo Life too. You feel me? So it's like, damn, this nigga Michael Watts is a staple in this thing. You feel me? And we got to show love to the gods, especially when they transition. Speaking of somebody that transitioned, the angel, D'Angelo. Now, you know, I've been telling y'all, and this Black History Month is here, and essentially everybody must get some time in with that Black Messiah album. You got to get some time in with that Black Messiah album, D'Angelo Black Messiah, during this month, because essentially what's going to happen is you're going to get more channels and downloads. See, don't worry about when it's going to come. You just got to do it just based off of what the album actually symbolizes. And essentially, you seen, they showed the Ozzy Osbourne, right? And shout out to the Grammys. They put Michael Watts in there. I was curious too. I was waiting. I was watching everything. I seen Watts. I said, all right, bet we here, baby. Show us some love. He just transitioned. They had him right up there. They had him on Ozzy Osbourne section, but fuck it. I was with it. I bet. As long as he up there. Shit. I almost took a picture of it. I said, fuck it. I don't want to miss nobody else because I haven't seen Sly Stone yet. Now, they did a great job with Sly because I was like, damn, they about to miss Sly too? See, they got Roy Ayers early. Boom. Cool. Then they got Angie with D'Angelo. Then I'm like, oh, they missed Sly. I don't know what's going on with this world. How the hell they miss him? But they gave Sly his own segment. So I was like, all right, bet. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense because, you know what I'm saying? How you going to miss Sly Stone and shit? You can't. But D'Angelo, I was happy that they did the tribute. Now, what y'all think about say Lauryn Hill, boy? Lauryn Hill is funny, dog. That's all I gotta say. Lauryn Hill is funny. That's the goddess, but is she funny? And nothing even matters no more. Nothing. I thought I could sing that hoe better than her. I ain't even playing with
Sorry,
you.
bye.
Shit. What? She fumbling over the words and shit. I love Lauryn Hill. Trust and believe, but goddamn, you got to show up for D'Angelo. Let's practice a little bit more. Let's get a little bit more practice for D'Angelo now. God damn. And I was just happy she was there on time. Fuck it. You feel me? Because you never know. She might miss and shit, and then you like look up, and you like, damn, she late. God damn, she gonna be late to her own funeral. Ain't that a bitch? But it caught up at the end. You feel me? It caught up at the end. Now the beginning, I'm sitting there like, all right, she missing that. Okay, Leon Thomas. No, I mean, she saying, Anthony Hamilton. They went like this. Anthony Hamilton said 3 words. Anthony Hamilton. Then they went to who they went to next. Who was it? Damn, I forgot. Y'all put it in the chat. Anthony Hamilton. That nigga said, "There's another lie." Leon Thomas. I was like, God damn. Did Anthony even say that? Was he even there? I had to look close if that was him. I'm like, God damn, they ain't let Anthony sing. And he the guy too. He was gonna make that whole room shake. But you know, they had to play all the commercial hits, the brown sugars and all of that and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, but the more powerful symbol and the more powerful energy behind it. And I thought they all came together and did a great kumbaya. A farewell to the angel, to our angel, right? Is that established the Black History Month. So understand, right? Every day is our day, right? Every day is your year. This is a melanated being world, whatever, cool. But when we understand the symbolic energy of this thing, the Black History Month, the Black Messiah album, and understand that you are the Messiah, you are the chosen one, You are Jesus in the flesh, and you have to move with your Christ consciousness thinking to manipulate this matrix. Then essentially the message is loud and clear.
Message.
So we got to look at this angel called D'Angelo and take that angle of light as information for ourselves to manipulate this matrix for our reality to be gold or to be God. And I want the family to understand that to the core. I cannot make it up. We got to be able to pay attention to these signs and symbols, because essentially that's all we have and that's all we are. Lauryn Hill coming in this all black, nervous in a bitch. Hey, as long as she showed up, and you know what I'm saying, she did her thing.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Speaking of the Grammys, did y'all see Justin Bieber ass? I know we was all thinking the same thing. For a fact, that nigga came out first. I know. I was like, damn, I know all of us thinking the same thing. This nigga came out in his drawers. So there's a few different things we was thinking. I'm gonna see if y'all put it in the chat. Let me see. Y'all put it in the chat. Y'all put it in the chat what we was all thinking. There was a few different things we was thinking when we seen that boy in his drawers. There's two for sure, but one for sure. I'm gonna wait for y'all. Y'all know, don't hide. You know, did he or did he not?
God damn.
I was like, this nigga got the balls, the audacity to come out in his drawers after all of this Diddy stuff that's been attached to his name. I'm like, this boy said, hey, all right, they not like us. They not like us, baby. I was like, God damn, Diddy might be watching from jail. Like, God damn, my guy looking good now. Our nigga Justin put on some size and shit. This nigga looking all right. Diddy was in that bitch drooling, boy. What? Man, hey, I'm just telling you what it is. I was shocked that this nigga came out like that, boy. I was like, oh, hell no. They really this gotta be a goddamn Truman Show. I'm looking around like, wait, did this nigga just come out in his drawers? What the fuck? Shout out to Justin Bieber, man. He got a fire album, though. Hey, the boy can sing. And the boy got some, production behind him. So, you know what I'm saying? If you into that, you know what I'm saying, get it in with that music, because essentially, you know what I'm saying, he dropped. So when we look at even with Trevor Noah starting with the Grammys, right? When we look at it holistically, he started out with a lot of showing love to melanated people. That's all he started with was melanated. He did that on purpose too. And the beautiful thing about doing that on purpose is it doesn't matter if it is orchestrated. It's still a sign, a symbol for you to understand something about you. So Melanated History Month, right, is essentially giving you your kudos and your culture, and give you the understanding that, yeah, they not like us. The Grammys need us, because essentially nobody's watching that thing if you don't have us. So when you understand and see holistically how much the Grammys is changing its guard, changing its rhetoric to make sure they have melanated people at the forefront, then you know who the real Grammy winners is.
Message.
And that's us, and that's melanated people as a whole, and understanding that we're beyond second-class citizens. We're not immigrants. What the Billie Eilish girl said it. She said, no one is illegal on stolen land. Yes, up, family. Yes, sir. Y'all like this thing up? Share this thing up. Like this thing up. Also, New Love Life. New Love Life happening February 14th. Get down with the family, man, and go down 2 p.m., 6 p.m. Look, the instant downloads is the last day is February 7th. The last day is February 7th. So get in where you fit in. Fit in. D-Ray, post a link for me if you can. We'll see y'all there. Me, D-Ray Wise, Brother Yosef, he goes down. Also, my dream supplements are back. So all of y'all that ordered them, family, I'm dropping them off right now. That's why y'all probably was like, damn, Dream, moving kind of fast. Dropping these off right now for y'all. Everybody that ordered them, you can get yours now. A limited amount. It's a limited amount. And this is a different blend than the last one a few years back. Now you take one. All of it is all organic, natural herbs. But the stronger, more focused potency, you're taking one supplement a night. Trust me, it's gonna have you on your ass. Listen. We concocted this. Me and lab people concocted this in the aspect of lucid dreaming. So bringing your consciousness into the dream state. That was my whole mission. And sure enough, you have to take one. Now, essentially, if you get, you build up a bigger tolerance, maybe then go for two. But take one at night, 30 minutes before you go to sleep, and watch yourself go into your dream state. Now, the reason why your dreams are so important is because your dreams are basically expressing what you need to do down here in this earth realm. So now, hey, take one, get it in, and y'all go check out the reviews on this thing because shit, back then they were fired. Now, nigga, it go down. What's up, family? 11, appreciate y'all, man. 11, appreciate y'all. Until next time, y'all know what it is, family. Peace to the gods.